We don't know who any of these three people are yet, but we know they're a lot wealthier than they were a couple days ago.
Absolutely. No one has yet come forward for the record jackpot payout that we all were paying attention to on Friday night. The winning tickets were sold in northeast Kansas. That's all we know about Kansas. A small town called Red Bud, Illinois, at a Moto Mart, about an hour south of St. Louis, and then just north of Baltimore at a 7-Eleven. And that's essentially all we know right now about these winning tickets.
And each winner gets how much?
So after taxes, and if they take the lump sum payment, it actually turns out to be between 105 and 110 million.
That's hardly anything.
It's
really
hardly worth talking about. Yeah, it's just a mere change. But you know what's interesting? We hear all these, Jack, all these sort of tales of woe, and it always fascinates me that the folks are willing to keep talking about it. In other words, past winners whose lives didn't work out the way they thought they would, and they wound up, you know, just without any money. But the vast majority of people do quite well when they make big winnings, do they?
Yeah, we took a look at a couple academic studies on this issue, and you know, there's certainly a lot of highly publicized cases of people who go bankrupt and lose all their money, get robbed, etc. But there, you know, overall, it definitely seems like it's far few of these people ever blow all of their winnings. Most of them end up much.
Jack, I think we've lost you
a little bit.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So we looked, I don't know what you heard, but we looked at some academic studies, and essentially what we found is that people certainly were much happier after winning the lottery than before, which is
I hope so.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
And very few of them ever lost all of their winnings, despite some highly publicized cases.
Yeah, there's an interesting story in the New York Post this morning. I don't know if this is the winner in Maryland or not, but there's a woman who thinks she might have been the winner, and there's already a dispute because she went to buy, and we've seen this before, a group of McDonald's workers pooled their money to buy tickets, and she's claiming this ticket was separate from the pooled tickets. It's probably a bad idea to buy pooled lottery tickets.
I know. And lots of offices do it. You understand why, because it's sort of fun to do a group effort. You can obviously buy more tickets if you pool, but yeah, there's been too many bad experiences that wind up in court. You would think that if you're going to buy a ticket, go buy it yourself. Yeah, you get some ugly stories here, and there's occasional companies that, you know, we've read about this too. You know, the staff just walks out en masse, and you leave the proprietor in a bad situation. But
Jack, any other advice that comes out of these studies for these three people, if any of them happen to be watching this morning?
Well, we spoke to some financial planners actually about a big decision you have to make in the first 60 days, which is whether to take 26 annual payments or the lump sum. And what financial advisors say is take the lump sum, because taxes may go up down the road, or if you die before the 26 years is up, your family may be subject to a really large one-time estate tax that they may not be able to handle. So the lump sum, although it's smaller, is usually the smart option.
So take it all at once, but don't spend it all at once.
Right.
Yeah.